Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me.
And from China, so I have to speak it fluent English. I
Yeah,
need my English to be fluent.
I see. So you buy things from those countries, and sometimes you have to talk with them.
Yeah,
And you-
I have to talk with them, and I feel shame if I didn't يعني talk as a professional in a professional way.
Sure, sure. Yeah. So you want to improve this, and you want
To
people
be
to
honest,
understand
I
you
have
more.
diploma in English from one of an institute here. It's called Wall Street, but
Hmm.
that was maybe 2009.
Yeah.
And I forget all the things I take it already.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. They say if you don't lose it, you might lose it.
Yes, that's true.
Use it or lose it. So
Yeah,
that's why
right.
it's important to practice, and yeah. All right.
This is not
Mhm,
my first time because I'm in class with Mr. Nicola,
mhm.
but my training lecture is, mashallah, too much crowded. We have 15 participants there. So I asked if I will have a smaller group to learn and practice more. And
Sure.
they put me with you. It's my pleasure to be with you.
Okay.
Welcome,
Yeah.
Sabah. Welcome. If I don't mind, teacher, I will give a quick brief about myself to Siba.
Of course. Yeah. Go ahead, Ibrahim.
I am Brahim. I am from Riyadh. I worked in a mobile telecom company. So we start this class with our teacher, Michael. This is the third class we are together. So we are a small group. For that, we are so happy actually, because also in my training class, it's a bit crowd, not same today. So mashallah with our teacher Michael and our nurse Sadim, you inshallah improve yourself and with us together.
Thank you, inshallah.
Inshallah.
And my goal is for all of you to speak as much as possible. So anytime that you want to talk, you can just feel free to talk. Yes, especially if you want to talk to each other, completely fine. I want you to get as much practice as possible during these classes.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Usually, a lot of times students feel maybe shy, or a lot of students are quiet. So that's why I go down the list, and I ask everyone to read something or do something. But anytime that you want to talk, you can feel free to speak here.
Thank you very
So,
much.
where are you from, teacher Michael?
Yeah, I was originally I was born in Philadelphia in the United States. Do you know that city?
Yes, I visited.
Yeah, we know it. Right.
Oh, yeah. And do you
I
know
went
it,
to
Siva?
Philadelphia
Yeah, I
2014.
know it, Philadelphia.
You were there in 2014, Ibrahim?
Yes, I went in Philadelphia.
And why did you
Wow.
go there?
Because there is course for my wife. As you know, she's doctor and she attend ophthalmologist. I think online or something like this.
Mhm.
So I went there with her as only support. Nothing I did.
Yeah, you just went with her. Yeah, to be with her. That's great. Hopefully you saw parts of the city.
Yeah, it's
So,
very, very nice and very quiet. Also, very good.
mhm.
I have some memories there. It was very nice.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's a historic city. You know, it was the first capital of the United States, a long time ago.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think there is one famous location. It's called Ibra or something like this. I don't know.
How is it called?
Ibra or something like this. I know that the states of university, it was very quiet. I like that area.
Hmm. Hmm.
There is some, I think, university state or
Yeah.
yeah, it was very quiet and all of them student.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I joined in that area actually.
Sure. Yeah. That area is called University City, and there are several
Yes, you're
universities
right.
there.
Yes.
My mom went to university there, University of Pennsylvania.
Wow, great. Great.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Philadelphia. I went to university in Boston. I have a bachelor's degree in English and education. My major was English. My minor was education. I worked for a short time as a substitute teacher after I graduated. But the year after I graduated, I went back to university to graduate school, and I got a master's degree in English. That was in the state of Wisconsin. If you've ever heard of it.
Yeah.
It's like closer to Chicago, kind of in the middle of the country.
Chicago, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, while I was a graduate student there, I also taught undergraduate students there. And I taught college writing. Like I taught how to write essays to some students. And that was nice because I got to go to school for free and I also got paid a little. Yeah, and I have been teaching English as a foreign language for several years now, mostly online, especially after the pandemic. And
Wow.
it's really
For
great.
7 years?
Yeah, about 7 years. Yes,
Yeah.
online.
Awesome.
7 years.
MashaAllah. Great.
And right now I don't live in the United States anymore. I live in Europe. So my time zone is closer to yours.
Wow. Where in Europe, teacher?
Where in Europe? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I live in a country called Ukraine.
Wow.
So it's just north of Turkey, like north of the Black Sea, if you know where that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
planning to go to Europe, maybe after my course finish.
Wonderful. Yeah.
I want to go to what it's called, Lithuania.
Lithuania. Hmm.
Lithuania, yeah.
Yeah.
They said it's a beautiful country. Maybe I will live there. I don't know.
Well, if
But
it's, yeah.
but I'm planning to go there as tourist. Then I will see if I like it. Maybe I will live there.
Hmm. And what would you do there? Would you work at your same company?
No, actually, I didn't like my company much.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Nobody like the company, huh?
But Mobile is a good company, يعني.
Hmm.
Yeah.
لا،
It's a good
Depends on
company.
I'm
your
joking.
position.
لا, really, I liked my company. For that, I stay now 14 years.
Wow.
Oh.
14 years?
Yep.
Wow.
I am not changed
Wow.
because we like the environment. They give us all opportunity to improve yourself, to
Yeah.
يعني flexible hours for the work, flexible time. They are not يعني they are not يعني put us under pressure to work.
Pressures. Yeah.
So they give all the key to improve yourself. So I like the environment. All the managers they are flexible about that things, even about the work. Today I discussed with my manager in office just now before 1 hour maybe,
Yeah.
and he informed me if you want to stay and you work from your home, it's optional for you. And if you want to come to office, come to office. This is up to you. So
Yeah, it's up to you.
they are good in this flexible actually.
Wow, that's nice.
Beautiful.
Look nice to you.
No, it's very
No, my boss is not really nice. Yani. He terrified me all the time. He's shouting, angry all the time. I don't know. He's Egyptian, by the way. And I don't like him much. Yani. He pushed me all the time. And I don't know. He
Yes,
want
my
me work like I don't know what it's in English. We call it in Arabic أخطبوط. So I have 8
Yeah.
arms or something like that.
Yeah.
multitask. That means multitask.
Multitask. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Multitask, yeah. And he wanted all together in the same time. And to be honest, I'm somebody and recognized myself, so I just feel under pressure all the time. And if he asked me something after 2 minutes, he said, "Did you finish it?" No, of course not. I'm human, not a computer. That's why.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Unrealistic
So,
expectations.
so that's why I want to improve myself in English language. Then I was planning to go to Europe and maybe to Holland. I have some friends live there, and they told me it's so beautiful country, quiet country, and organized. And if you want, you can study there. If you want, and you can work there, and it's
Yeah.
uh,
It's
yeah,
up to you.
their lifestyle is nice. That's what I heard. So I want to go there as a tourism first, then I will decide if I want to be there or not.
Good.
Yeah.
Good luck, Asham, for that.
Yes. Good luck.
All right, everybody, let's review our vocabulary words from the previous class. And Ibrahim, I want to give you the first one. What does that say?
Eventually.
Yes. What does that mean? Or can you use it in a sentence?
Eventually, you are used usually after the long time. يعني
Yes.
if you discuss about some story, then in the final you get the result. So you can use it eventually.
Eventually. Yes. Eventually just emphasizes that something took a long time. We searched for your house for 1 hour, but we eventually found it. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I have one sample here if it's correct. My manager said eventually this hard work will end.
Yes. All right, great. And next, let's go to Sadim. Sadim?
Fortunately. Fortunately means lucky and by good luck, you know?
Yeah, like luckily.
Yeah. And the opposite, unfortunately.
Yes.
Just like thankfully, right?
Like thankfully, that's right.
Yes.
Yes. We saw a sentence last time that said, although my mother grew up in a small town.
Area or time.
Yeah. Fortunately, there was a good piano teacher there. And Siba, I know you were not here last time, but have you ever heard someone say on the one hand and on the other hand?
No, not really.
So you can use this when you have two different opinions about something. Two different opinions. Yeah. So, or if you want to say there are like good things and bad things about something. So,
Can I say,
uh-huh.
My car.
We should start the sentence with these phrases, by the way. On the one hand.
Okay, like that? Okay.
Yeah, we must say like on the one hand, and then give your opinion about something, or say if something is good or bad.
Okay. On the one hand, my car doesn't stylish.
Isn't stylish.
Isn't stylish.
Yeah, that's like a negative thing. So now think of a positive thing about your car. On the other hand.
On the other hand, It's fast.
Yes. Perfect. Perfect. All right, and we will actually see this later today if we get to it in our lesson. First, I'd like to look at this image with all of you and let's answer some questions about it. It's just called room. Oops, no, not this. Okay, it's called room. And Ibrahim, I want to give you the first question. What do you notice about this room? What is familiar to you? What
Mr.
is...
Nicholas, can you please يعني erase the font?
Yeah, I'll try to make it bigger, right?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Yeah, here the picture is bigger and the font. I know it's written very small. It's still kind of small, but hopefully you can read it.
What's the familiar to you? What is unexpected or unfamiliar? So, what's the notes about this room? One girl, she wants to stay alone.
One girl, she is alone in this room. Okay. Yeah. And what is familiar to you?
The TV.
She's in home.
Okay, she's in a home. Okay. Yeah, and what is unexpected or unfamiliar?
Nobody with her.
Yeah, she's completely by herself. Sure. All right. Sadim, what has happened to the wallpaper?
Yes. Okay. The wallpaper. Okay. In her side has a flower and butterfly, a lot of butterflies.
Yes. Mushrooms.
It's just like
right?
yes, it's a different,
Yeah, it's different.
not the same.
It's colorful. It seems quite happy.
Yes, yes, very happy and like shiny.
Sure.
You know, yeah.
Bright.
The opposite exactly of the other wallpaper. It's just like I don't know, animals, strange things.
Yeah.
Strange paintings, yeah.
Strange images, strange shadows.
Yeah, images, shadows, yes.
So I see thorns.
But it's scary, you know?
It's a little scary,
Scary.
yes. Scary
Yeah.
dogs or something. A witch. What else do you see here?
A map.
A man?
Map.
Oh, a map. Yes, there's a map here.
African map.
Yeah, and it's Africa. Yeah, and I've never figured this out. I've looked at this several times. That's not the wallpaper, but certainly it's a map.
Picture. And there is maybe a cat and bird.
Yeah, cats and birds and bats.
Cats.
Animals, different animals actually.
And animals. Yes, yes.
Moon, I think, right?
Maybe fox, I think.
Maybe a fox here. Yes.
And there is moon.
A moon.
Yeah, I thought there's a moon, yeah.
At the top?
Yes.
I think, yeah, I don't know what that thing is. Maybe a moon. Siba, what is the girl doing?
She's eating and watching the TV.
Yeah, she's eating and watching TV. What do you think she's eating? Oops.
A sandwich with apple, maybe.
You're right. It does look like a sandwich with an apple. Okay, who do you think made the food for her?
by herself
Uh-huh.
because she's lonely. She look lonely.
She does. Yeah. Ibrahim, what is she watching? And is she enjoying it?
For sure, she's not enjoy because the face she's sad.
Yeah, she's
So
sad. Mhm.
maybe movies, but like I said, sad movies.
Yeah. All right. Sadim, why isn't there any other furniture
Yes.
in your room? I think.
It's just a TV, nothing else.
Yeah, where is the furniture? What happened?
What happened for them?
That's right. Like, why isn't there any furniture here?
I don't know actually, but I got the question. I got it. I understand the question, but
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
she's poor.
okay. Maybe she's poor.
maybe she's a lonely.
Does she live by herself?
What?
Does she live by herself?
I don't think he lived by her with herself. But I think it's her room.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just imagine.
As far as I know.
Yeah. Go ahead, Siba.
I just imagine a sad story. Maybe her parents passed away and she need to sell all things to survive.
Yeah, maybe.
To survive from what? Lonely or what?
No, to survive, I mean to still alive.
Yeah.
Because she looked young and she didn't have a job, maybe, and she sell the furniture to get her food or something like that. Or maybe she's punished by her mother. I don't know. No, she's not looking like she punished a punished girl.
Yeah.
But maybe I don't know.
Maybe her family is moving.
Sorry?
Maybe her family is moving.
They will not leave her alone. She's like 13 years old or 12 years old.
Yeah.
She's young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even younger. So, so Siba, why is there only a small patch of light?
To save electricity.
Oh, right. 'Cause she has to pay for everything. She has to
She
pay for
can't
everything
pay
by
for
herself.
electricity or no,
Yeah.
this small light, it's come from the TV, the television.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just from the TV. Right. I think.
don't know what's her story actually, but I tried to imagine many stories.
Yeah.
You know, in Syria we have war right now, and we don't have electricity at all.
Yeah. It's a difficult time.
Yeah, and maybe she just have electricity for just the TV, or don't know.
Sure.
I think so.
Seems like it. Yeah, I haven't been able to figure out this picture, why there's a map of Africa, why there is no furniture, why there are no lights. Well, anyway, I think it will remain a mystery. But yes, I think the wall, that reflects the way she's feeling. I think she feels scared of like the outside world, but she feels comfortable.
Without lies, or she's scared. Without lies, she's not.
Yes, I think the TV gives her comfort. That's my theory.
Me too.
Yeah. All right. Well, is there anything else that anyone wants to say about this? No? All right.
She's just lonely.
Maybe she's
Have a great.
artisan. She have a kind of
Orphan.
that.
Orphan, right?
Maybe she is enjoy with herself.
She enjoys being by
Yeah.
herself.
From my side, it look like something not happy. The
Yeah.
picture at all, I mean,
Yeah. Nothing's happy here.
nothing is happy.
Orphan, by the way, this is a child without parents.
Orphan child without parents.
Orphan, yeah, I know it. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Well, let's continue. Today, I would like to continue with connectors, and particularly contrasting connectors. And this is kind of an extension of our lesson of the speaking practice lesson that we did last time.
Yeah.
So this first page, they just show us several of the connectors we will look at today. And we'll start with two simple ones, yet and but. Ibrahim, can you please read for us here?
Yet and but. Yet and but have a similar meaning, but are slightly different. She is a doctor, but she teaches on the side. She is a doctor, yet she smokes. Yet is usually used to show more contrast or surprise.
So they're the same thing, yet is simply stronger. That's all.
Yeah, he's a great feather, but he's quite strict. He's a great feather, yet he was a troubled husband.
Good. Okay. Yes, so we can connect sentences together with but or yet. These first two are quite simple. I don't have anything else to say about this.
Yep.
So let's go forward. Let's go to although, and this one's a bit more complicated. And Sadim, can you please read this page for us?
Look at the two sentences below. I did well in the interview. I wasn't offered the job. We can, yes, these two sentences have contrasting ideas. Yeah, we can combine these this sentence is in two ways. Although I did well in the interview, I wasn't offered the job. I wasn't offered the job, although I did well in the interview.
Okay. Yeah, so we start with two sentences and we can put them together and into one sentence. Right. Although. So here they talk about the comma. So notice when we're writing that if the sentence starts with although, we must put a comma in the middle. However, if although is in the middle of the sentence, no comma.
No comma.
Yeah.
In the middle. Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing I want to say, is that usually, before we talk about the next page, I want to say something important. So there's usually a surprising or unexpected result. There is usually a surprising or unexpected result. Although does not go next to it.
Yeah, because it's a middle.
Well, it does not go next to that part of the sentence or that clause. So, for example, here, I wasn't offered the job. That's like the surprising thing. That's the second thing that happens. And although it does not go before that, and it doesn't matter where although is, although always follows the first thing, right?
For the
So
first thing, yeah.
I did well in the interview. Like that happened first, and then I didn't get the job. I didn't get the job is that result, the second thing that happens. So we have to take that whole clause with it whenever we move it. But it's your choice. It does not change the meaning. You can start the sentence with although, or you can put although in the middle, whatever you prefer.
Yeah. Get it. Crystal clear, Teacher Michael.
Good, good. Because we're going to practice now. We have several sentences here. And Siba, I want to give you the first one. So can you combine the two sentences using although?
Okay. He walked to work. It was raining. So I have to join these sentences together by although?
That's right.
Okay.
So I'll ask you
Walk.
first, Siba, which one is the unexpected result?
It was raining.
Actually, the result is he walked to work. So first it was raining. And the surprising thing is that he decided to walk to work. So that's how we know it's the unexpected result. Okay, now you can put these together. Remember, although does not go next to it.
Okay. Although it was raining, he walked to work.
That's right. That's right. Should I put a comma in this sentence?
Comma there. After raining, there is comma.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Good. And Ibrahim, number 2.
Number 2, she studied. She failed the test. She failed the test, although she failed the test.
Actually, she failed the test as the result. It's the unexpected or surprising result. So although should not go before this one. Should go before she studied. Right?
Okay, so that means she failed the test, although she studied.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yes.
Should I put a comma in that sentence?
Yes. No, here no.
Here, no, because you put although in the middle. Okay. And Sadim, I'd like, yes, please.
Yeah. He hurt his leg. He finished the race. Okay.
What is the unexpected result? Tell us first.
Unexpected.
Yeah, the surprising or unexpected result.
He hurt this leg. His
No,
leg.
that's the surprising thing is that he finished.
Yeah. I mean the surprising thing. He hurt his leg, but
Actually, that he finished.
he finished the race. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can say, he hurt his leg. He hurt his leg. He finished.
No, we must put although.
We can say, although he finished the race.
No, the other way around, actually. Although he hurt his leg.
He hurt his leg.
He finished the race.
And comma, he hurt his leg. Yeah,
So
sorry, he finished.
He finished the race. Yeah.
Yes.
Usually the first part establishes like some kind of, I don't know, some kind of problem or situation. And then there's like a surprising decision or surprising result, right? Like if it's raining, usually people would not walk to work. They might drive or take a taxi.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why like you walk to work in number 1 is unexpected or surprising. So, Siba, did you want to say something?
So what's the rule, teacher? Yani, we have to put the the result first or the unexpected thing happen first?
Yeah, good question. It doesn't matter. Like with number 1, we could also start it with he walked to work. He walked to work, although it was raining. As we saw on the previous page, the order doesn't matter. The order doesn't matter. It's just important where you put although. Although has to go next to it was raining in number 1. That's it. Yeah, so you could, there's always 2 ways to do it, right? There's always 2 ways to write it.
Okay.
So give it a try, Siba, and maybe tell us the 2 ways for number 4.
Okay. Although I was tired, comma, I prepared dinner.
Yes. Yes. And what's the other correct way to say this?
I prepared dinner although I was tired.
That's right.
I will not do that. I will not prepare dinner if I am tired.
Here you could say, Siba, I would not do that instead of I will not do that. I would not do
Okay.
this. Do that.
Or I wouldn't do that.
Or I wouldn't do that, yeah. Use would if you're imagining something.
Yeah.
Something.
Okay.
So since it's not a real situation, since you're imagining it, you could say, I would not do that. If I was tired, I would do something else. Right. Ibrahim, number 5, please.
He didn't read the book. He obtained an A+ on his paper. Although he obtained an A+ on his paper.
No, actually, the other way. Although he didn't read the book, he obtained an A+. That's the result, right?
He obtained an A+.
Because that's the thing that comes second. That's the yeah, that's like the surprising result. Because usually we expect if he read the book that he if he read the book, if he didn't read the book, he would get a bad grade. But here it's surprising or unexpected that he got an A+ actually.
A+, yeah.
Okay.
All right, Sajim.
Yes,
6.
it's my turn. They work hard. They didn't complete the report. Okay, we can say they didn't complete the report, although they work hard.
Yeah, they didn't complete.
Yeah. And we don't put it comma.
And no comma because although is in the middle. Yes,
In the first, yeah.
All right, and Siba, 7, please.
I'm sure that I was home. I didn't hear your knock on the door. I didn't hear your knock on the door, although I'm sure I was home. No comma.
Good. Okay. So, though, although, and even though. Ibrahim, there's several rules here. Can you read them for us?
Though is the same although but a little more informal. Though it was Sunday, he decided to go to work.
Yeah. So it has the same meaning. You can use them interchangeably. Though is just usually used in speaking, and it's considered informal. It has the same grammar rules, but it has an extra grammar rule. So what do they continue? Though can.
Though can come at the end of the sentence. It was Sunday. He decided to go to work, though.
That's right. So here notice two things. First of all, there is a period, and though comes after that unexpected result, actually. So it's a little flexible. So we can use it exactly the same way as although. Or we can split those two sentences apart and put though at the end. So if we go back to number 1, he walked to work is our unexpected result. So we could say it was raining, period. It's not working. Okay, so we can say it was raining, period. He walked to work, though. That's all. You probably will not use though very much, mostly because it's informal, but these are the rules.
Informal.
Yeah, it's considered informal. But you might hear people use it like this when they speak. And Ibrahim, can you please finish for us?
Yeah. Even though is a little stronger than although. Even though it was Sunday, he decided to go to work.
All right. That's it, even though it has the same grammar rules as although. So we have despite and in spite of. These are some more important connectors. Sadim, can
Yeah.
you try to read for us
Despite
these?
and spite of have the same meaning. Despite, yeah. Noun, green, no.
Gerund.
Gerund, yeah. Despite the rain, we went to the park.
Yes.
And despite having a
Headache.
what is it?
Headache.
Headache, yeah. Headache, yeah. He still went to work.
So notice that the rain is a noun. So that's one option. That's one way to follow despite. Notice it's not a complete sentence like with although. It's just like a noun or a gerund. A gerund, if you don't know, is an ing word. It's an ing word, and in grammar, it works like a noun.
having gerund, yes, get it, yeah.
Yeah, let's write that. Gerund, an ing word that works like a noun. Right? So, so it's not a verb. Sometimes people mistake it for a verb, but it's not present continuous tense. It's like, I think of it as an activity, right?
For activity?
I think of it as like an activity. That's like a good way to make sense of this. Like swimming is my favorite sport.
Reading books.
Reading,
It's my
yeah.
favorite, yeah. Reading.
Books. Yeah, and notice that like we could say swimming is my favorite sport, or we can use something that's clearly a noun, like tennis, right? Tennis is clearly a noun, and we could say the same thing. So that's all a gerund is. It's a kind of noun. It's just like a verb plus ing. So like, despite having a headache is not a complete sentence. And in spite of, can you please continue?
Yeah. In spite of, noun and gerund. Noun, in spite of the time he decide to eat dinner. Gerund, in spite of being tired, he went to the party.
That's right.
Yeah. The same thing.
They give us practice on the next page. Oh no, not yet. Okay, yeah. So let's continue. Although and despite are kind of connected, actually.
Kind of connected, really?
Kind of connected, yes. You'll see
Yeah.
in just a second. Siba, can you read for us here?
Remember, although is followed by
Was
clause,
a clause, yeah.
clause.
Mhm.
And despite is followed by a noun or gerund. We can combine the two sentences below in different ways. He had pain in his leg. He completed the race. Although he had pain in his leg, he completed the race. Despite or in spite of having pain in his leg, he completed the marathon.
Yes.
Despite or in spite of the pain in his leg, he completed the marathon.
Yeah, that's right. So notice that although he had pain in his leg, that's like just the sentence from above. There's no difference.
Teacher, can I ask something?
Of course, yeah.
When we have something like gerund, we must have despite or in spite of. We can't use although.
Yes, we can't use although if it's just a gerund. Yeah. If we use although, it has to be like a complete sentence by itself. Right? Like he had pain in his leg is a complete sentence by itself. Here it's called a clause because it's part of a sentence, but if it were by itself, then it would be a complete sentence. Having pain in his leg is not a complete sentence by itself.
Okay.
Or the pain in his leg, that's not a complete sentence by itself. That's the difference.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, they give us some activities. I think some of these are hard because they're negatives. I'd like to go back to our original sentences here. So we already know these. Although it was raining, he walked to work. Let's combine these two sentences with despite or in spite of.
Okay.
Who wants to try number one?
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
In spite of it was raining, he walked to work. He walked to work.
In spite.
And
So it was raining. That's a complete sentence by itself, right?
no, but we have gerund, ing.
Actually, this is not a gerund because in grammar, this is called past continuous tense. So, so sometimes ing words are like past continuous or present continuous, but it does not work like a noun here, right? It was raining as the verb. So we have to change some things, actually. We can't just say it was raining. So we must say in spite of, and now a noun. What noun should I write?
When?
The rain. The rain.
Without ing, without gerund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without a gerund. Yeah, in spite of the rain. And there's only one way to do this, just with a noun. Sometimes just the gerund is easier to do. Sometimes just the noun is easier to do. So Ibrahim, we'll give you number 2. Although she studied, she failed the test. Try to do it with despite or in spite of.
In spite of the, yeah, in spite of the study.
Not the study here. It should be a gerund. What gerund should we use?
Part of studying.
Studying. Part of studying.
Teacher, why we use studying here as a gerund and it's okay, but raining we can't say raining is a gerund. يعني they both verb يعني.
Yeah, it gets a little complicated here. Part of this is just feeling it, but part of it is notice that it was, oops, sorry about that. Notice that it was raining, but he walked to work. It's like two different, he walked, but it was raining. But notice the number 2, she studied and she failed. So she did both of them. So that's why. Despite studying, it's clear who was studying because she was studying.
Yeah.
But he was not raining, right? If he was raining, then it would be okay. But of course, he was not raining. The weather was raining. It was raining.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same thing. So same thing with number 3. We could say, despite hurting his leg, he finished the
Yes.
race.
I was thinking about it, and I put ing in hurting.
Yeah. Or, we can be creative too. So like I said, some of this, you have to just get a feel for what's right. We could also say number 3 with a noun. What noun could we use here? And it's not used in either of the sentences.
Finish. We can say.
Actually, the noun is not used. It's not written here. But you might be able to guess what noun we could say.
Hurt.
Hurt is a verb, but it's closer. Despite the blank in his leg.
Dog, maybe? No, sorry.
His leg, maybe.
Pain. That's right. Despite the pain.
What is it, teacher?
The pain.
Pain. Yeah.
Or we can say despite hurting. Oh no, wait, hold on. Despite hurting his leg, despite hurting his leg, he finished the race. We could say that too. So
Yeah. Okay, teacher, we can say in spite of he's hurting his leg, he finished the race. Or we can say
in spite of hurting his leg.
in spite of hurting.
The gerund has to come right after it.
Yeah. Get it.
Yeah.
Perhaps it came after. Okay.
All right. Ibrahim, should we give you number 4?
Was tired. I prepared dinner. Despite.
This one's tough.
Yeah, we start with despite. Let's say despite the tired.
Yeah, tired is an adjective. So we can't use that, but I'm going to help you out here. This one's tough. Like I said, despite blank tired, prepared dinner. So what is the gerund for was? Of course, it's not wasing. Wasing is not a word. But there is a gerund for was. Who knows it?
Where?
Where?
No, we need ing.
I am. Yes, I am.
Am is present tense.
Present. Okay, we are in the
Gerund.
where?
So was and
Maybe,
were
yeah.
is past tense. Is, am, are is present tense. Will be is future tense.
Could, would.
And will be is the big hint that the root form of this verb is surprisingly being.
Being. Yeah. I
Despite
forgot.
being tired.
I forgot. Yeah.
So there's a gerund for
Slipped from
was.
my mind. Yeah.
Some of these are surprising. Some of it doesn't. This part probably doesn't feel like natural, you know. So yes, we'll just continue practicing. Although it might be a little easier to make sentences with, but yeah, but despite is used in the same way. You just have to figure out the correct noun or gerund. All right.
We get it.
Good. So we'll continue this next time. We really just got started. There are several more connectors to learn. There's a lot more to practice. Yeah. So we'll finish. Yeah, we'll finish. And if you have any questions, ask at the beginning of our next class. And I'll be happy to answer them.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, thank
It's
you.
difficult and not easy, this class actually. Not same before. Before it's better. So for me, maybe I'll use auto anywhere.
Yeah.
Practice.
Not all the
makes it.
connectors are so hard, but yeah, like I said, although and despite they're a bit harder. And there's a few more, but we'll continue practicing.
Inshallah. Thank you very much, teacher.
All right,
Practice.
everyone. Thanks for
Thanks,
your hard work.
and,
Have a great night.
Sadim.
Yeah.
Teacher, can I ask, this is level 3 or 4?
This is called advanced, but I will basically just go according to like what I feel is appropriate for you. We've just done a few lessons. Yeah, we've just done a few lessons. But basically, I'll just like adjust as I figure out all of
No,
your levels.
It's nice. يعني, I really enjoyed the class today.
Good.
Me
Good.
too. So do I. I
Good.
learned new something actually.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, everyone. Well, take care. Have a great night. I look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you, teacher, and see you next
Thank
time.
you.
Have a
Yeah.
good
Care
day all.
yourself. See you later. Bye.
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 Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed.